We're back with head coach Nick Hill. Join us from the Saluki locker room for our post-game interview this year, which is presented by Sam C. Mitchell. Coach Hill, we appreciate the time. You join us alongside Pat Poore, Mike Trude up here in the booth, Luke Martin, voice of the Salukis. I know the final score, Coach, tonight, 41-13. You guys came here to win a football game. Just what was your message to your team just a moment ago as you wrap things up there in the locker room?
Yeah, obviously, I think there's going to be disappointment anytime that you line up and you don't win. I think, this year with a 12-game season, we came out here and played a really good football team and, the best environment that I've had an opportunity to even coach in as far as a home field advantage. And they played well. I tip their hat to them. I think they got a good football team, a physical, mature veteran team. Thought the quarterback really played well. Felt they played a clean game. We didn't, like you mentioned, in these games that we've won, we've turned teams over and we found ways to get some momentum going. We just never really got the momentum going and didn't get going on offense as much as we needed to win the football game. Obviously, they had a lot to do with that, the physicalness up front. I feel like my message to the team was that as I was standing there on the sidelines, we can have a really good football team. I think that we can win a lot of games. It's going to be about how we respond here this week to go get our first win. There's half the country that's 1-0, and there's half the country that's 0-1 right now. And there's going to be a lot of really good teams that are 0-1 after this week that things didn't go their way. And we've got to find the fortitude and the resolve and have the right response this week to go on the road again and go get a win. But I think as far as the head coach watching, we competed. There wasn't any of that. I thought we competed. We were physical. They played really well, and we just didn't have enough tonight to make it a ball game.
Nick, Mike Trude up here. First quarter, you ran a total of 12 plays. They got out to that 14-0 lead. Defensively against you, were they taking things away, or was it execution?
Yeah, I think it was, our defense was on the field a lot, going 3 and out. The first play was an opportunity that we felt like we'd get one high man-to-man and went to Keontaez, and then you put yourself in second and long, and then we didn't pick up our third down. So you go 3 and out, and then they go on a 14-play drive and pick up 2 fourth downs. That was the thing in that drive. We had our opportunities to get off the field, and then just didn't get in a rhythm to then come back and answer, and they hit the big play, the explosive for a touchdown. So I think the first quarter was just we didn't have a lot of plays to get in a rhythm. I think obviously they took some things away there in that first quarter. That's what I told the offense, is that we found ourselves in some negative plays. Had a shot play that we liked, and we took a sack and lost 11 on a first down. Lost I think 7 or 8 on a run play on the next series. So we were putting ourselves in some bad down and distances there. And then I felt like I thought that was a really good drive on our first scoring drive. Obviously, I think you can see what DJ can bring with his legs and throwing the football. And so we're going to build off that, and I don't have any doubt that we can be a really good offense.
It's amazing what good can happen when you can get something positive on first down to set yourself up to open up the playbook a little bit instead of being behind the chains.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, so much emphasis gets put on third down, playing well in the red zone, all the things that the people look at. But I think it's execution on every down. I mean, picking up first downs on first and second down and just keeping yourself out of third down is the key to being good on third down. But first down success is huge as far as just opening up the playbook.
Yeah, Coach, it seemed like it was just a struggle from jump, field position wise, and first down production, third down, getting to manageable situations. But looking at it specifically offensively, and I know your expectations, what was some good that you saw out of it? And I wholly believe you found some identity of what we could be offensively in that drive.
Yeah, for sure. I think the mix of the run and the pass. I mean, we didn't have. I think there's going to be a lot on film that. Number one, I think we went up against a big physical front that makes things tough. When you think about these type of games where you go play a Power 4 conference opponent, and we knew that their front was going to be really good, and so I think obviously seeing the way that DJ can run, and we've had some success here in the past with running quarterbacks and some design things. It really puts a lot of pressure on defensive, and I think that everybody now knows that we have a guy that can do that, but he can also throw the football. I think Keontae really in the second half was dealing with some cramps and didn't play a ton, but I think you could see the explosiveness that he can create. And so we'll just keep finding a rhythm. I think, for us, especially with the 12-game season, we haven't had a 12-game regular season in a long time. I think this game will pay dividends for us playing it first and coming out here and being challenged against one of the best teams that we'll have on our schedule all year long, making things really difficult on us, exposing some things that we need to get better at, and then also some of the good that we've got to grow and grow our package and some of those things. So, we'll leave here obviously disappointed and have that, on the plane ride and this long trip back home. But like I told them, when they come back in at 5:30 tomorrow night, it's got to be an attitude of how do we respond, how do we get better.
Coach, we'll end it on this note for you, and we appreciate your time as always. Felt in this game, I know you don't want to see your punter as much as you did, but, man, Paul Geelan, for his first game, really delivered some really nice boots for you guys on special teams, the flip field position.
Yeah, no, I think Paul can be an asset for us. Obviously, when you have a great offense, you don't get to see him a lot. But I think, knowing what our league brings and having a guy that can flip the field will win you football games. He also handles our kickoffs. I thought were all solid. I think all touchbacks, and then we had the unsportsmanlike on DJ's touchdown run, and then we tackled that inside the 20. And so there's a lot of positives in the kicking game as well. And so we will we'll just go back to work. I mean, we'll go back to work. We'll take this. We know that it was a big-time challenge for us to come out here, and the expectations. And I think for Saluki Nation, we wanted to put on a better effort and keep that game close. But that's competition, and that's what this game brings. It was a tough environment to come into. Our team will grow from it.
Coach Hilt, appreciate the time, brother. Thank you. We'll see you on the plane.
Thanks, Coach.